Extinction means the state or process of a species, family, or larger group being or becoming extinct.
The first extinction in Earth's history was the Ordovician-Silurian mass extinction. During the Ordovician, most life was in the sea, so it was sea creatures such as trilobites, brachiopods, and graptolites that were drastically reduced in number. In all, some 85% of sea life was wiped out. An ice age has been blamed for the extinctions. A huge ice sheet in the southern hemisphere caused climate change and a fall in sea level and messed with the chemistry of the oceans.
The second extinction was the late Devonian extinction. 3/4 of all species on Earth died out in the late Devonian mass extinction, though it may have been a series of extinctions over several million years rather than a single event. Life in the shallow seas were the worst affected, and reefs took a hammering, not returning to their former glory until new types of coral evolved over 100 million years later. In fact, much of the seabed became devoid of oxygen, rendering it effectively out of bounds for anything except bacteria. Changes in sea level, asteroid impacts, climate changes, and new types of plants messing with the soil have all been blamed for these extinctions.
The Permian mass extinction has been nicknamed the Great Dying, since a staggering 96% of the species died out. All life on Earth today is descended from the 4% of species that survived. The event turns out to have been more complex, as there were at least 2 separate phases of extinction spread over millions of years. Marine creatures are badly affected, and insects suffered the only mass extinction of their history.
The fourth extinction was called the End Triassic extinction. During the final 18 million years of the Triassic period, there were 2 or 3 phases of extinction whose combined effects created the Triassic-Jurassic mass extinction event. Climate change, flood basalt eruptions, and an asteroid impact have all been blamed for this loss of life. Many types of animals died out, including lots of marine reptiles, some large amphibians, many reef-building creatures, and large numbers of cephalopod mollusks. Roughly half of the species alive at the time became extinct. Strangely, plants were not so badly affected.
The Cretaceous-Tertiary mass extinction, also known as the KT extinction, is famed for the death of the dinosaurs. However, many other organisms perished at the end of the Cretaceous, including the ammonites, many flowering plants, and the last of the pterosaurs. Some groups have been in decline for several million years before the final event that destroyed them all.
The Earth has been struck 5 times with enormous extinctions. The extinction that some scientists believe we are currently in is called the Holocene extinction. Other scientists say to avoid a true 6th extinction, we will require rapid, greatly intensified efforts to conserve already threatened species and to alleviate pressures on their population, notably habitat loss, overexploitation of economic gain, and climate change. But I am optimistic in the sense that humans will react and change our future for the better.